A categorical line graph is a line graph that does not have a time dimension on the x-axis. Instead, it has a text dimension, a text column. These three graphs are all examples of the categorical line graph, and they're all using the data set on the right-hand side here. 120 records across 30 different period values and 4 different batch values, a numeric value for each of them. And in this one, I am showing the data grouped by only period. So each one of these marks contains the sum of the value at each period for each one of the 4 batches. Here, the data has been split up by batch as well, and we have 4 lines, 1 per batch, and the lines are colored by batch. And here the batches are instead split up into crosstab rows to clarify it in a different way. So we'll start by reconstructing the chart on top here. So move this one to the side for the moment. Create a new dashboard part. Select the categorical line graph. Start by putting period on breakdown, value on the y-axis. The labels on the x-axis doesn't come out really good, so go to breakdown, x-axis. We give them an angle of 90 degrees and we give the label bar a bit more space. We also disable minimum interval length to make all the points that we have fit within the current size of the dashboard part. We want to format the numbers a bit, remove the decimals. And I want to do something about the line here, and that's under general settings. Let's increase the dot radius to 4, which makes the value at each point here for each category appear with a big dot. If we continue, we can modify this chart to make it look like the one below. To do that, I go back and I put the dot radius back at 1. I put batch into the list of items under breakdown. And I also use batch for coloring. The next thing we want to do is recreate this chart below. So I'm continuing with the one we have up here, and going to breakdown, I remove batch from the items, and instead I place batch on breakdown on crosstab rows like that. I can optionally keep the coloring. On the Y pill under Y-axis, I want to remove the show title piece. And under breakdown, crosstab Y-axis, I want to disable minimum interval length to make each one of these rows be sized to fit within the space available without a scroll bar. So looking at color, I don't want these lines colored, so I'm removing batch from color. But I want to modify the appearance of the lines. So I go under general settings, and I want a pretty thick line, which should be something like 7. I want a dot within the line that is revealed by activating show borders. And it looks like we're there. We've recreated the third and last categorical line graph as well.